Alright, we're out here in the hobby room. I'm going to be building this multi-purpose N-scale pike stuff by Rick's. The way I'm going to be building this is basically this configuration, but on the ends, the building I'm trying to model is a pole building where they assemble panel track. The prototype building is 50 by 50. This is a 40 by 60. I think it'll work out fine. But what I've got to do is cut out the ends of this because it's basically a drive-through, so they can put together these panel tracks, move the rail in, and all the ties and stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. If you've ever put one of these together, the walls look like this on the front, and then they have these ridges so that you can cut it down and make different height walls out of it. And talking with the guys tonight on Model Rail Radio off-show chat, the idea is to lay it out, drill the corners, and then use my number 11 blade, the back side of it, to scribe the vertical lines, which I'm going to do on the corrugated side, and then flip it over and scribe between the holes on the back side. Now I may end up scribing it from the front side. The idea here is to try and save this little end wall with the windows and stuff, and maybe make a little yard office or something like that out of it. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So I guess the first thing is to lay it out and figure out where my holes should be. I want a 16-foot opening, and I was going to try and lay these on top of each other and drill them that way, but I think I'm better off if I lay them out one at a time. And the other thing I want to do before we get going too far is kind of make a little sketch out of what we're trying to do. So my opening here is going to be 16 feet. Right now this building is 40 feet wide, or 3 inches. And this opening width is going to be 34 feet, 34.6 feet, which is 8 inches. So at 1.2 inches. That's 24 foot, 0.8 to the very, very top. 1.862. Alright. I know my my physical decimal inches that I want to lay that out at. So I can set my calipers to 1.2 inches for the height. And I've already looked at the parts, and I know that 4 little ribs in for these little corrugations, 1, 2, 4, would be my 2-foot mark. So I'm just going to make a dark line on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get a chisel point on this. I'm going to mark this at the 1.2 inches right there, and right here. Ralph said he assembled one, but he did it like the instructions said, but I told him where's the fun in that, so we'll see how well this turns out. Well, let me find my drills, my pin vise. So I just gotta made a little label, stuck it on a piece of masking tape so that my drills don't go wandering off. If I'm looking at, reason I'm selecting this size is I'm looking at the size of the groove, and that ought to fit right in there. And I like to run them short, but don't grip on the flutes. Tighten that up nicely. And I don't have a bar of soap or anything that I'm lubricating my drill bit with tonight. So just make sure you clear the chips off and take your time. It's a hobby. Enjoy the process. Tell you what, I'll put you in time-lapse mode till I get this hole drilled. How's that?